Happy Sunday, everybody. James of Hunter Comics here. Hope you're all doing well. Welcome to the Sunday claim sale. Got a bunch of boxes, a little bit of Silver Age, a little bronze, just a little bit of everything. There's still some continuation from the Wednesday sale. There was one collection that had a lot of 90s, 80s, 2000s stuff that was in near mint. So there is some opportunity for people hunting the gradable candidates and stuff today. We got truly a little pinch of everything here for you. Let's say a quick hello. What's up, Lou? Brian, how you doing? Mikey, John, how you doing? John reminding us about that record sale, Superman 9.12 million. Casual, ridiculous. That's amazing. What's up, Lee, Grinder, Astro? How's everybody doing? Mark Gelman, how you doing? Just a reminder to any newcomers coming in, you know, this is live. This is not pre-recorded. I'm talking to you right now. Basically, anyone can do it. A book hits the wall, and you just say claim it. If you're the first person to do it, you've got it. A couple tips. I've found that it helps to be on a computer. It gives you like a couple crucial milliseconds over maybe some of your competitors. Um, what else? Make sure you're in the live chat, not the top chat. There's something called the top chat. It makes it look like you're winning everything. Be in live chat. That way you're seeing real live whoever's actually getting it. Another important thing is make sure you hit that like button. Goes a long way. It's not a typical Mint Hunter video, but these actually do help the channel grow just by liking the video. So if you could, that'd be great. Got 100 people in here. How it works is when you're done, click this link. Once you have a pile started, you put your name, your address. Make sure your address is perfect because that is where I will be shipping to. Yeah, just make sure there's no typos, nothing like that. And you guys know how it goes. You get invoiced tonight. Try to pay tonight because we send everything out the following morning. The only times I'll kind of hold on to your pile is if you just have like one or two books, or if you're in like California or the West Coast where shipping's kind of expensive. I will intentionally hold your pile and let you get a chance at getting a better percent off. We're still doing, at least for a little while longer, you can get up to 30% off. So be ready. We're going to start it with Silver Age Fantastic Four. All right. Let's do a mid-grade. I think it is a 5/5. Okay. Fantastic Four 45. That is the first appearance of the Inhumans. That's going to be on C. We're actually starting with a kind of expensive book. One of my favorites. This one might be all the way up to like, gee, I don't know, maybe a 6/5 or something like that. First, Ronan the Accuser. On, and it's a cover appearance too. That'll be on B. C is going to Mr. Lee. Non-key, always going to be a bit more affordable. Mid-grade 71, 12 center. Here's an 82. I did write that it is a first appearance of some kind, but I literally can't read my own handwriting. 82 on B. What's up, L Band JC Fan? Murray Gelman, can you just let me know? Do you have a pile, or are we getting you started here, Gelman? Oh no, you do have a pile. Okay, you got A and looks like B. Mr. Paul Rader is going to get B. '83 mid grade. Let's put that on C. 84. This one's about 6'5" to a 7, maybe 7'5". Classic Doctor Doom cover. That's a good looking one. That'll be on Deeper Doom, another Doom cover. Same grade, 86. Put that on G. Thanks, Murray. Paul. I do have a more expensive entry. Let's do, this is an annual bundle, 3 through 5, FF annual 3 through 5, and then 9 through 18. Comes out to well over 200 bucks. I'm doing 130. That's a fantastic bundle on I, although it's getting some glare. It's a little better. Some cheapies, 88 12 center on C. Good condition though. 89. Oh, now we're in order. 90, 98. All of these are popping around between a 5 and a 7. I'm seeing Gelman. Thanks, Murray. And E. We got an FF fan in the house. Love to see it. And then I made these bundles. Check these out. 124 through 130, and any and all keys that might be in between. First Tundra, I know, is one of them. These were even a little higher grade too. Great value here. 131 through 140, no missing issues. All these bundles, you guys saw me do this last week with the Amazing Spider-Man. I'm basically just putting blocks of 10 together, and let's say it's 100 bucks, I'm making it 80. And you can get whatchamacall discounts off too. Same here, 141 through 150. 150 is a key. Thanks, Murray. Thanks, Paul. Here's 151 through 160. It'll be on D. I get another one. $161 through $170. E. This one's actually a small key right there, first core. First 171 through 180. F. 181 through 190. Notably, you get your first Nick scratch. A couple other keys in that one. Grinder, no, you're Cali. I'm waiting on you. John, it's a weird bundle. It's annual 3, 4, and 5, and then 9 through 18. Odd little bundle there. And you'll notice the more recent it gets, the more cheaper it gets. 191 through 200 FF. The thing that raises up the value, I'm not Cali, I'm Texas. Oh, for some reason I thought you were Cali. Regardless, I typically will hold a pile. I think you only have like a few claims. So, yeah. 201 through 210. A couple keys in that little block there. Isn't Terax the Tamer in that? But if you say claim all FF, I'll give you, well, that's a little generous, but if you say claim all the FF, I'll give you one of the 10 packs for free. And I'll throw in a couple other freebies. You guys let me know. Moving on, I have here's your first Terax Tamer, 211. 211 through 220 on B. Those of you who are FF hunters, these are actually fantastic prices here, guys. A lot of this is just like $2 a book. Look at this one, 221 through 230. Literally $2 a book. Easy peasy. Great way to start an FF collection. Doing these bundles. Make sure you hit that like button. How you doing, Snow? What's up, John? Thanks, Paul. Tom Snyder, I'm going to move you up here. $231 through 240. 240 is actually a key. I know that. There you go. Good morning. How's everybody doing? Again, open offer. If you get the FF, I will give you one of the bundles for free. How about we do something really crazy? If you get, or if you say claim FF, I'll give you one of the $50 bundles for free. That's pretty crazy. I'm going to put a timer on that because that's very generous. Hey, Siri, start a timer for 1.5 minutes. She's not listening to me. Hey, Siri, start a timer for 90 seconds. All right, you guys have about, looks like 80 seconds. If you want to take me up on the offer, it's still not cheap, but if you get the FF, I will give you, let's just say F or G for free. I'll give you one of the $50 bundles on me. It's a great way to fill in those runs. What's up, Nick from Facebook? Good morning. Guten Morgen. "30 seconds left. We do at least have a claim on one of the bundles. Still waiting to see if we have an open claim on FF. If you claim all FF, I'm going to give you $50 off. Panarico, yes, these are complete bundles. No missing issues. All right. All right, so we got Nesmith. Nesmith, your pile's looking, you're getting there, my friend. Panarico, where are you? You are here. Rock on. I did not want to have to be putting all this back. Gosh. Let's see. Let's do a full run near mints of Saga of Crystar. Yes, it does include the Danzig issue. I got a lot of full runs today. Whenever I get collections all from one collector, I hate breaking it up. So today I kind of made everything easy for the individual collector who wants stuff from one run. Unrelated, first Robin series, all 5 issues, it's all there. I actually have a couple of them. There we go. Mr. Sam Sam Hain, I feel like we started a pile for you. Sam. Yep, there you are. Thanks, Ross. Well, let's do some gradable X-Men's. Strucker Twins, 194. Magneto. What's it? Comes Headmaster, that one. Gradable First Cable as a baby. 207 is a classic cover. All this is near mint or near mint minus. We've got 211 First Marauders. Sam Hain, are you saying claim all X? Piece of cake. I wish I had more for you. We did a lot of X-Men last week. Let's see, X-Men. Sam, give me a second. I think I'm going to stick you in a short box. Where is Sam? I just put your there. Good claim. That's why you gotta be quick, folks. All right, one of the coolest things I've gotten in a long time. I actually think this is so dope. This is the full run, all 35 issues of Judge Dredd, all high grade, all one original owner. That is super freaking cool to me. I don't think I've ever had that before. So there you go. Such a bundle heavy day. Here is something called Judge Dredd, the Judge Child Quest. Full run of that as well on H. Full run of Magic's first entire series. Near mint. We're so bundle heavy today. Look at this. I got another crazy one. Indiana Jones, all from one original owner, 1 through 30. I see Paul got that one. I have Frank Miller's Ronin complete, $30. I have Rocket Raccoon in gradable condition complete, $30. Let's do a Dazzler #1 high grade and a high grade full run of Nightcrawler's first solo series. You got it. Check. Just let me know. Make sure you fill out that link. First name, last name. Just make sure you get your username in there so I can kind of tie it to your pile, and then we'll be good. You said a G and a J. Will be. You'll be down here. Mr. Lou. Mr. Paul. Uh, 1 through 8, X23. Couple keys in there. Let's see, near mint. Jenny Frizen, hip hop variant, Ms. Marvel #1, gradable candidate. Marvel Spotlight, Captain Marvel, gradable candidate on that. Ms. Marvel #5, Origin of Ms. Marvel, first inventor, and something about the clone of Thomas Edison. Interesting. First, hijinks and lockdown. Marvel 8. Froggers on Seat Frogger. Wait, Frogger. Let me check something. Eric, Callie. I think we're going to start a new pile for you, Frog. Okay. We got a Palf on A. We got Paul on G. And D, for that matter. Ross. All right, I have some Captain Marvel bronze keys. 41, first appearance of the Mind Gem, one of the gems for the Infinity Gauntlet. 41. Classic super high grade here. 33. Great Thanos cover, very early. 29, Captain Marvel, chosen to protect the universe. First appearance of Uranus and Suisan. 26, first cover and second appearance of Thanos. And I forgot to mark it, but this is a copy that's going to go out and get graded if it doesn't go. That is gorgeous. We have a classic Hulk versus Marvel in issue 21. Nice condition on that, too. Thanks, Nick. Paul went with A and C. A and C. And G, for that matter. Now, here's a Captain Marvel book that is a Ms. Marvel key. Carol gets superpowers. This is the first time she gets really turns into the Carol we know today. All right. That is the full run, Valen Rook. Full run. It's Paul. Amazing Spider-Man, mid-grade, but maybe on the verging into high grade. 149, first appearance of the Spider Clone down here on J. And weirdly enough, I think I have another one somewhere in one of these boxes. First appearance of Lynn Michaels eventually becomes the next Punisher. That's a Newsy Warzone 7. And then we have classic Lynn Michaels as Punisher, 75 and 74. Comes to $45. We're doing it for $30. Near mints of War Journal 6 and 7. It was a two-part arc. It's actually the first meeting of Punisher and Wolverine. Palf gets a J. Gatsky. There you go. And Hain got a C. And an H. I lost my sticker, but that is $70. Always get my most requested bundle Full Nightfall bundle even includes the Shadow of the Bat stuff, which everybody always forgets. 70 bucks. Classic Daredevil versus Punisher. Punisher number 10. Near Mint Newsy. First meeting of Punisher and Moon Knight. Punisher Annual 2, 1989 Near Mint. Gradable Machine Man number 1. Always love this book. Hulk versus Quasimodo. Newsy high grade on G. Valen Rook. Do you have maybe an old pile? No, I think we're starting you completely fresh. Wait, what did you just get, Valen? You got the Nightcrawler. Stephen Riley. Condition of A, near mint. I think we're caught up. I might have to move. Thanks, Nick. All right, let's do a high grade Alpha Flight number 1 and 51, first Jim Lee. I also have a high grade New Mutants 16, first James Proudstar. And a mid to high grade Amazing Adventures number 12. People always love that Gray Beast versus Iron Man. Good stuff. There's Paul. Laura Lee, your pile is very good. You you are actually 2 short boxes, almost full, even I should say. Thanks, Sam. So we can we can definitely get you shipped out. I'll get both boxes bundled in a big box. Oh damn. Let's do more possible 9/8 candidates first. Oh my god. I'm actually forgetting the name of this character. Legion. Okay, first Legion. H. And I do have a gradable first cameo of Legion, which is 25 on F. A lot of these books have a pretty wild 9/8 value. So if you get lucky, I don't know. Thanks, Paul. PG. Thank you. I have some underrated small things like first cover appearance of Spoiler, Robin 4. First appearance of Mouse, cool story, Robin 18. First appearance of Lockup, cameo, Robin 24. We are out of order, goodness. 9 and 10, first appearance of Saline. Supposed to be like the oldest mutant ever, but they retconned it. And then this is the first one of her as her true self. It's like 15 bucks. So I try to be lower, so 10. Mr. Strillick. Mr. Raider. First cover, spoiler. What's up, Emmett? pile. We got a little blurry. Everybody hit that like button, please. All right, bundlers. This is not only Hercules' first solo series in perfect condition, this is both miniseries. It was called Prince of Power 1 through 4, and then it was Volume 2, 1 through 4. I've got it all here, looking absolutely gorgeous on E. Been trying to get a hold of the shop. Do you mean trying to get a hold of me, or do you mean Sentiment Depot hockey? Let me know what you're talking about. I am a bit very badly inundated, so that honestly could be it if you're trying to reach me. What's up? You got a collection or something? We could talk. Thank you, Jeffrey Pittman 2338. Jeffrey Pittman 2338. Thank you, Jeff. Jeff, make sure you fill out that link. First name, last name, all that good stuff. Can I claim things in Canada? Yes, you can. Does anyone of my regulars that is international want to explain how that works? I will pin the comment. There you go. Yeah, newcomers are welcome. Please come join, have fun. Another one for you bundlers 1 through 5 of Elf Quest. Near mint on F. I'm in New Jersey. Wanted to come by the store. Hell yeah. You don't need my permission. 10 a.m. to 5 p.m., good sir. The full miniseries, Blade Runner 1, 2. That is the movie adaptation right there on E. The full, now we're in my movie adaptation box. Last Starfighter Near Mint full run. J. Spurs. Thank you, Spurs. And Bowers gets a J. Bowers, do we have a pile for you? Something tells me we're start. No, here you do have a small little pile. Gotcha. Ballad Rook. Ballad Rook. What did I just do here? There you are. Alrighty. Movie adaptation. Buckaroo Banzai. Complete. Sectars, Warriors of Symbion. By the way, watch out. Kind of a respectable 9.8, and this one did look pretty clean. And number 2 is thrown in for free. Full run of Gargoyle, which is a character introduced in, I think, Defenders, which was very much an Etrigan the Demon ripoff. Fallon Rook, welcome, welcome. Paul gets E. Might have to pop you in a long box, Paul, or a short box. All right, this is cool. This is what I'm calling the Jessica Drew bundle. It's a new bundle I decided to make. First cameo, Secret Wars 6. First full appearance, Secret Wars 7, both near mint or near mint minus. And her first solo series. A 50 bundle on E. Thanks, Nick. Continuing our bundles, the funny thing is, if you go on eBay, look for full runs of these, still sealed, they sell for 30, 40, even sometimes 50. It's insane. Here we're doing Bram Stoker's Dracula, sealed copies, 20 bucks. I got 2. All right. Obsessed got A, D, C. Thank you, Brian. My man. Mr. Raider. And Snow. What is it? Snow RS1. Snow RS1. Please fill out that link. Snow RS1. I'll check in a second to make sure it is filled out. Thank you very much. Invoices are coming after the show. Make sure you fill out the link. And make sure that there's no typos in the address, please. That's an important one. Speaking of defenders, let's do a high grade first. Nuke, Power Princess, and Arcana Jones. $40 high. But I've been noticing they kind of have to be $20 to sell. I think it's a great big key, but I think it's a little lesser known. This book I had at the last sale, and it didn't sell, and I was surprised. So it's actually back up. Again, it's about a 7-0 Doctor Strange, his first solo issue, 169 on A. Let's do a first print, Batman Year One trade paperback. If anyone is in the mood to spend money, I'm going to give you guys one shot at this. This is all first print. I believe every copy in this frickin' stack is a 9.6 or 9.8, more likely a 9.8. This appears to have been never read. The full Dark Knight Returns. Frogger is going to get a D. Mr. Versfeld, how you doing? And I'll just say local pick up. Need a better marker. Thanks, Charles. Hope you're doing well, my friend. We'll do some more gradable candidates. Second print. Killing Joke. First appearance of Amadeus Arkham. Arkham Asylum. Serious House, Serious Earth. Grant Morrison Classic. First print. Perfect gradable copy on D. Laura just took a big swing on that one. Hell yeah. Thank you. Mr. Raider. These used to sell for $50. 30 is good. Don't worry, guys. We have barely even started the sale. We're half an hour into probably a 3-hour sale. Don't worry about it. Honestly, I don't even remember all the things I had. This is sort of horror. I had a collection of near mint Swamp Things. Classic cover, possible 9698 on H. That's issue 33. And then third appearance of Constantine. First title change, 38. 2 gradables on A. Mr. Brian. It's a good one. I think it's a little underrated. Yeah, we might be sticking you in a short box, Paul. Maybe I should go get one ready. Yeah, you know what? Let me go get one ready. All right, Paul, I'm going to be getting you in a short box shortly. Nesmith takes A. Mr. Brian got a C. An I and a J. Wow, that's a great bundle on I, Brian. Brian, let you know how your box is looking. Brian, believe it or not, you got like 2 inches left. And if, great example, guys. Brian is actually one of my international buyers. What we usually do is he'll go hop on my eBay. He'll get like one thing because he's Canada. I ship it with the eBay, and it goes to him that way. So for a lot of my international guys and gals, you know, that's typically how most of us do it. Paul, well, you picked a good time because I think 30% off is new. We weren't doing that last time. Valen Rook, that is the Jessica Drew bundle. First appearance in Cameo, full appearance, and first solo series. My favorite Spider Woman on E. It's like $60, so I made it 50. In fact, if we want to play that game, here's a perfect condition Secret Wars bundle. Enjoy. American Flag #1 from First Comics. C. First appearance of Miss General Maple Leaf or something, but North Star comes out as gay. First Marvel character, or first comic character, I think, to do it. Second print and first print on D and I. A gradable. I don't know if I've ever found one this nice. 2001 A Space Odyssey #1 on J. Pal takes a big swing. Hell yeah, Pal. Round of applause. That's a big boy book. Valen Rook. Another one that is high grade. Not quite as amazing as this one, but still maybe even near mint. This one's just clearly near mint plus possible mint. Amazing. Wolverine full mini series, $180, near mint. I have a couple more Dark Knight returns, but unfortunately, I was missing one of the books, so I couldn't make another full bundle. But here's, I think this one's book 4. Hold on, I will find it. Laura gets a big one. PG. PG. All right. First Justice League Dark, possible 9698 candidates. Let me actually mark these for grading. Swamp Thing Fitty. Just Cam. Good. Thanks, Valen Rook. Nesmith. Secret Wars 12, final issue. Gradable candidate. Marvel Age 41, I think is it just because it's like a classic Stan Lee cover? I really think that's it. That's on J. Gorgeous near mints today, folks. Gorgeous near mints. Lou. 300 BAUD. You're up here. Thanks, Valen. First appearance of Colin, son of Conan. Didn't someone ask me about Conan? That's a mid to high grade newsy. King Conan 1. Potential 9698 first Kilowog. Green Lantern 201A. First War Machine, West Coast Avengers 94. Now look at this. I ripped this out of my bin. This was the price just a year ago. Now they're selling for more like 20, 25 bucks. So the prices go down, I go down with it, folks. That is now a weirdly affordable key. I don't necessarily agree with that. Oh well. Full run of Longbow Hunters. Biggest thing in here is first appearance of Shadow on the eye. Thanks, PG. I got two of them. You got one. My LCS is trying to sell the Kilowog for 70. Nah. I look at the actual eBay solds when I do the pricing, and even though I think it's worth more than 30 bucks, sort of is what it is, right? I don't know. Tell you what, though, I would like to get that graded, so you guys better act quick. Let's do. Oh, we have a full wall. Okay, we're gonna need some work to get this going. Thank you, Paul. All right, Paul. I'm just gonna put you in the short. Who knows? Maybe you'll even fill up the short box today. Elf Quest 1 through 5 on F. Thank you, Spurs. Oh snap! Who got the Indiana Jones bundle? Because I actually have gradable candidates of the Temple of Doom full series movie adaptation. Indiana Jones. There you go. H and I go to Mr. Bowers. It's Paul. Let's do some more full runs. Cloak and Dagger, all issues. Ooh, look at this. Here's a book I forgot the price. Let's do $5. Marvel Saga 1. All right, full run X-Men versus Avengers near mint. Full run X-Men versus Micronauts near mint. $10. $10. Let me pop a quick sticker. All right, Vision and Scarlet Witch, first solo series, near mint, full run. Always surprised by the value of that. I always think that has to be like $30. No, it's like 15. Weird. Weird. All right, we have a full wall. Gotta keep this party moving. Sleverton, thank you. And Paul, if you like that, you'll like the bigger one. All 12 issues in near mint from one original owner of the real series that kind of everybody remembers. This is also the one with Tommy and Billy's first appearance, number 12. It's going to be there on D. Someone get this Ronin out of here. I also have same Marvel Saga. This time it's 1, 2, and 3. A little bundle on E. There we go. Thanks. Snow RS1. Mr. Pittman got Temple of Doom. I think you were down here somewhere, Pittman. Where I put the pile? Sometimes it takes so long to actually find the pile. Pittman, there you are. Great. Okay. Got some more bundles. A couple Hawkman related. So let's do high grades of Hawkman's first solo and first West Coast Avengers full runs. I also have West Coast Avengers Volume 2, 1 through 10, all one original owner near mint F. Couple keys in there. Let's get some action on the wall. Don't forget to hit that like button. We got 140 people, but only 70 likes. Hit that like button, please. Thanks, Spurs. Thanks, Bowers. And Paul gets a bundle on pay. All right. This stinking thing has been here too long. I used to sell these for 50. That's crazy. Full run of Ronin, make it 20 bucks. Get it going. Bundles continue. Shadow of War, Hawkman miniseries from 1985. There is a first appearance in there. First Fell Ander, 10 bucks. The full Man of Steel John Byrne series, near mint 20. And again, I always like to point it out, that is the first variant of all time. Nesmith takes a B and an A. I think with that, John, that just made your short box nice and snug. So I'll at least get that short box out. Anything else you get, it'll just be like a little overspill, so we'll start a new pile, okay? Thanks, Spurs. Give me a moment, guys. Where are you? Oh, yeah. America versus the Justice Society. Full run. First solo series, Balder the Brave. Full. All high grade. First Firestar solo series, all high grade. 10. Super bundly sales today. Thanks, Emmett. Thanks, Paul. We haven't even gotten to the 90s gimmicks or other things yet. We're doing real good. Let's see. First appearance of the Beast of the Hand, Elektra's first solo series, and I do have her full first solo series on E. There's the link again if you need it. Keep the party going. I have a gorgeous Galactus the Origin Newsy on F. Give me a second. I have to send a text. Okay, sorry. Sorry for the delay. All right, Mr. Astro got A for Astro. Gaysky got the full run on E. Nesmith takes a B. And I see a Pouf on the J. Don't miss out on that full run of Cloak. Let's do some ASM. First appearance of Venom's parents. Near Minty 375 on B. All right, then we have options. You got your super high grade. Cletus gets infected with the Venom symbiote, becomes Carnage. This one's a little bit lower grade. It is a newsie, though. That is issue 345. And Meatball. And then I have a near minty first Cletus. I couldn't believe this is based off of eBay recent solds. This is really, really down, man. Holy crap. $20 for that? That's wild. On A. First Cletus Cassidy. Weird. McLaughlin gets an H. Adam, it's been a slow burn, but it's good to see that pile being added to. All right. A goes to Paul. All right, then we have ASM 289 Hobgoblin revealed high grade on B. Let me pick up the pace here. Possible 9698 first Silver Sable ASM 265. Multiple gradable copies first Normie Osborne 263 on A. Blue. All right, we caught up. PG. All right, let me see more bundles. Actually, hold on. I'm still doing ASM. ASM 186, high grade, B. 185, Peter's graduation. Mid grade 156, first Mirage, Merits of Dead Leads, E. Meatball. PG. And Mr. Riley. First appearance of Cold Heart, Spider-Man Near Mint 49 on B. Ben Riley revealed Spider-Man 51 identity reveal issue. Great issue. Perfect condition on A. That's issue 51. First appearance of Spider-Punk, near mint to mint, ASM number 10 in 2014. G is first James Proudstar. It is a near mint New Mutants 16. All right, then we have continued. Not a key, but kind of a fun 1996 Christmas special, Spider-Man: The Holiday Special. H. Spider-Man Velocity. This is actually a video game, like the 2018 video game adaptation thing or companion book. Pretty cool. Right. Ball. One more on E. First appearance of Green Goblin Phil Urich. The foil and the non-foil. I put them together in a bundle. That'll be on H. First appearance of Elias, gradable copy, Terminatrix Objective, number 1. Thanks, Nick. Meatball. It's Cold Heart. Spurs. Chris Anthony. I think that's a new pile. Chris Anthony. Right, Chris? That's a new pile, I think. Thanks, pal. Let's do some more potential gradables. Elementals, number 1. Dreadstar, number 1. And Infinite Crisis on Infinite Earths, number 1. All near mint. I've been spoiled lately with condition. Near mint, first Psylocke. New Mutants Annual, number 2. That's a good one. And if you like that, on C, there's the full run in near mint on H. Well, 300. New Mutants, 1. Gradable candidate C. First appearance of Strong Guy, gradable candidate D. First appearance of Madripoor, graded candidate A. Falcon joins. It is a gradable candidate, 1979, 184 Avengers. Gorgeous condition. See what we got here. First appearance of Ultimate Nick Fury, which resembles Sam Jackson. That's the first appearance. This is the one where they decided to make it look like actual Sam Jackson. On C. You'll see some more X-23 stuff. Nice bundle of Target X, early X-23 series, and then this might be her first. I forget 1 through 6 of her first solo series on J. Snyder, I moved you up here. Thanks, Tom. Thanks, Paul. What's up, Kev? First appearance of Virus. Hey. First appearance of Spider Zero, Lord Spider, Spider Monster, and more. Spider Verse. #1. I have 4 actually gradable copies that just came in one collection. Very cool. Key Collector says it's $20. Whenever Key Collector says 20, I tend to do 10. Claim Yo. Timothy Marsh. Yes. Yes, indeed. Uncle Lou. Thank you. Full wall. Kev, what are you claiming? What are you adding to your pile, my friend? Tim, are you grabbing up the near mint full crisis? Thank you. First appearance of Genki, Miles Morales' best friend, Ultimate Comics, All New Spider-Man 2, high grade H. Another book I was a little surprised was so cheap. Comics are cheap these days, man. These are not the prices these used to be. Not at all. Not by any stretch of the imagination. Especially with an extra 30% off tacked on here. You guys could make a killing. We do have a full wall. We need some help getting some stuff out of here. Thank you, Joe. Let's do an Ultimate Spidey. 35 near mint. First Ultimate Venom. D. Another declaimed Kev. Paul. Another Miles key. We have Ultimate Fallout Near Mint 3, which includes a teaser for Miles at the very end of the book. Very cool. And I have an Ultimate Fallout 1. Oh, Kev, I'm pretty sure you're at or over 30. You're definitely doing real good. Spurs is going to do a little Miles cleanup. Thanks, Spurs. Here's a book I kind of want to get graded. The Technical First Appearance of Spidey 2099. Near mint, but here's what makes that a big deal. It's a newsie from the 90s. You've got a nice little value there, especially if it gets a 96, 98. And then I do also have a near mint direct. 300 takes it. I have the sketch blank variant of The Death of Spider-Man, Ultimate Spider-Man 160. D. Help me out with some of this wall. Let's get some of this stuff gone. First, Mando Solo Series, Mandalorian. Cover price, guys. Cover price. All right, let's see what we got. Okay, thank you, Paul. Couple more Star Wars. Well, one more. High grade Dr. Afra. Probably a very fine plus, near mint minus. 20 freaking bucks. Just a fun flag cover. The Truth, Justice, and American Way. Superman 53. Uh, Nesmith, totally. Frogger. Spurs. I no longer care about trying to squeeze the extra 15 to 20 or whatever. Kang versus Mortis. Who cares at this point? Let's just do 10 bucks. Key Collector still says it's like 20, 30 bucks. No, we'll do 10. Whatever. I have a mid to high grade first Magda. Also, the issue in which you find out that Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch are these kids of Magneto on D. 186. Thank you, Paul. You get one. I'm going to move this over here so I have actually room for this. Full run, perfect condition, Strange Academy. Many, 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 many first appearances in that. Full wall. All right, we have a full wall. Got to keep things moving for the sale to keep going. We've had 3 very, very slow weeks in a row. My thinking process is it's got to be football related. I've been teasing Lois Lane and all this great Silver Age stuff, but we have a hard time getting there. I'd love to be able to get to it today. Spider K8N. Spider, here's the link. Oh, there you go. AJB. What was that username? Spider K8N. Warlock and the Infinity Watch 1 and 2. By the way, 2 is the actual technical appearance of the Infinity Watch. That's on A. And if you want just 1, that's on B. All right, we are going to go. No, we're not going to go to a timer. We're safe. A&G to Nesmith. Way too early for us to be talking about going to a timer here. Keep it moving, guys. First appearance of Scott Lang, high grade Avengers 181. First appearance of Star Fox 232, high grade Avengers. Thank you, Meat. Micah, condition of C is near mint minus. Do you have a pile, Micah? No. All right, let's see. All right, guys, we are in sudden death. We gotta keep this wall flowing in order to keep the sale going. So what we're gonna do, we are gonna start a timer for 1 minute. All we gotta do is keep one spot open and we'll be good to go. Paul and Joe heard that and they said, not on my watch. We want to go all the way to 5. Cool. Paul got a B and a G, and Joe got an H. We do not need to go to a timer yet. All right, I've been teasing this for weeks. Let's just finally frickin' do it. Mid to high grade bronze Lois Lane, 119. Gorgeous looking books. Actually, I have 2 of those. 116. Lois Lane. There you go. Gizzardo, you got one. Oh, wait, hold on. You were third. I don't know why I thought I saw something very different. Paul got G, so did Nesmith. And Paul got H, although I feel like we're blurry. Paul, you want to get the rest of the Lois? I'll give you a free one. $118. 114. Really nice condition on that one. And that actually goes to anyone. If anyone wants to claim a full set, so you would say like claim all Lois. Depending on how many are there, at least I'll typically give you at least one for free. If it's a kind of a bigger pile, you might end up getting like 3 or 4 for free. Looks like another Nesmith. Paul says, claim all Lois. Let's see how many I got left. I'll give you at least a free one. Let's see. Yeah, okay. Little pile, but it's yours. Lowe's look good with a pixie cut. Pig's gonna get Warlock 1. PG is gonna get a C. And Fig is gonna get an E. All right, what next? Let's do a little continuation of some vintage DC. Here's a mid to low grade 80-page giant. It's Batman 193. Here we have a mid grade but newsy Infinity Gauntlet 1. Another Indiana Jones. This is more Indiana Jones than I've had Had a clean sale in a while. Zanowitz, you got one. Sweet. First, Professor Hulk. Hulk 377, high grade. Silver Age DC continued. Low grade. Green Lantern 12. B. First, Eve Dormus, mid to low. Maybe mid. 56. 12 center. E. Paul. Now, Gizzardo got that one. Looks like hard nips. Gizzardo. That is a username and a half right there, dude. Jeez. There you go. You're second and third place a bunch of times. That one you got. Clear as day. Make sure you fill out that link, Gizzardo. Very important. Thanks, Paul. Where's the Scott Lang one? All right, 57, mid. 66, mid. 33, we're hopping all over the place. Mid. What condition is A? That is a high grader. If I had to get more detailed with you. 9.0 maybe? 9.2? Thanks, Joe. Gelman. Janowitz. 54. D. 55 for Charlie Vicker and Zabora. B. That might have been the end of it. Here we have Wally West's first series, Flash number 1, near mint on the E. We got another Gizzardo. Nice, dude. There you're getting them. Deadpool card, X-Force 1. $10 G. Ooh, we got a big book up next. Wow. Let's actually do it. First, what do you call it? Crisis? That is I don't know, like a 657 issue 29 Justice League. Looks gorgeous on B. Gradable, Death of Supergirl, Crisis 7. Thanks, Emmett. Pal, what are you claiming? Thanks, Luke. First Wolvie as Deadpool, mid to high grade, 88. Now this is cool. Wolverine 8, Newsy. Newsy Wolverine 8, near mint on E. Thank you, pal. $300. Bipolar Bear, nice. Condition on H, mid. By the way, if you ever see someone sell a full run of Infinity Gauntlet for $10, please give me a call. They go between $60 to $100 if it's complete on eBay solds, not even eBay listed. That would be the deal of a lifetime. Let's keep the gradeds going. Death of Barry, G20. Full run, every single issue, complete. Strange Academy. Yep. All right, and then we have frickin' this Captain America 25. This used to be a $50 book, very solidly. First Falcon as Captain America, or first Sam Wilson. Now, if you go on eBay solds, I'm finding these selling between $10 and like $22. So here's a gradable copy at 15. I don't know what happened to the value of that book, but there you go. Blue. There's a lot of books out there right now that are doing that. I don't know, man. All right, first appearance of Quasar, mid-grade, Captain America 217. First, Black Crow and Mother Night 290, mid to high, newsy. Near mint, maybe near mint minus. First appearance of the Buckies and first Super Patriot 323, Cap J. Original Strange Academy, Polar Bear on I. Take it away. Thanks, Frog. First appearance of Phantasma and the Supreme Soviets, high grade newsy, Cap 352. Thanks, Kev. First appearance of the Daughters of Liberty, possible 9/8, Cap 7, Alex Ross cover. Fig, that is a full near mint, all from one original owner, all 4 issues of X-Men versus the Micronauts. It's a mini series from the 80s. Don't forget to hit that like button, folks. So that is a Green Lantern 12 center, 54. All right, a gradable Wolverine #1. I kind of blinked and this book finally came down in value. To be fair, I thought this always should have been a $50 book, but up until even 2025, these were still selling up to 80, $90. This is the new norm, though. I have adjusted. $50. First patch. Grade on B, Charles, it's about a 6.5. It's a sharp copy, actually. Could be better. I think I'm a little generous there. That's a 300, got that. Let's help clear up this wall, guys. Here's a little one, a little cheapy. First appearance of Tatterdemalion, a mid-grade werewolf by night, 20 center. It's number 9. Thanks, Slev. I'll do another cheapie for you. How about first Great Lakes Avengers, West Coast 46, relatively high grade. I do have a few J. Scott Campbell exclusives. I'm just going to have them down here with F. There are a bunch of J. Scott Campbell books sealed with his autograph. They're all perfect condition. They're all gorgeous. It'll be down there. Sleb got D. Fig got H. I don't know what Key Collector says, but I know a year ago they were saying this was $100 high. That's hilarious. Here's a high for 15. First Miracle Man. Take it away. And you know what? You guys can think about that while I take a quick pee. Let me get one more book on the wall to give you a full wall. We have not had a wall cleaner yet today. Not yet. Maybe we will still. Just found a Lois Lane for you, Mr. Paul. Missed it. Ryan gets a F. Looks like you got a signed Mystique by J. Scott Campbell, sealed COA. Beautiful. And Bauer's got a D. I'll give you a full wall, and then I'm going to take a quick pee. All right, full wall, full wall. Let's see. All right, here we go. First onslaught, mid to high grade, Newsy. The 1/25 Neil Adams first appearance of the Illuminati. That's actually pretty cool. Even if that key is down, that's pretty freaking cool. I'm going to go pee, but I'm gonna start with Frank's claim with the jugs. All right, let me just get a squirt of hand sanny. All right, Frank Riker. Frank, believe that is your first of the day. So you get the Campbell Juggernaut. That'll be you right there. Mr. Paul is going to get another F. Oh, you got Mojo. Nice. Great character. Uh, Century. Laura G is the death of Barry Allen in Near Mint. Here's another Near Mint. First Cosmo, Luminals, and Nowhere. Fun fact, this is a book with a crazy, crazy high 9.8 value and a very low raw value. Just saying, hint, hint, hint. H. My entire business model of 2025 is every single book you guys have a shot at first before I send anything off to get graded. And I think it's why I haven't done much grading, because you guys are fast. Another one here, Tales of Jedi, another strong 9.8. We're doing our near mint at 15. Don't forget to hit that like and fill out the link if you have a pile. We do have a full wall, so I can't put any more books up until this wall clears on out of here. I got some desirable keys, so keep it moving, Mr. Paul. Paul, you're actually like 10 claims away from filling this short box that you started today. That's pretty darn good, man. Pretty good. Thanks, baby. All right. We got a couple spots open. First appearance of the Infinity Gauntlet, Silver Surfer 44. That's a near mint. I also have First Singularity, A Force #1 in Mylar. Gradable copy. Copy is not a word. I don't know what's wrong with you. Graded copy. Looks like that one's another fig. Nice. Geek this week. Geek this week. Let's see if you have a pile. Yep, you do. Sweet. First solo series, Perfect Condition 2, America, from America Chavez, #1, which is laughably lower than what that book used to go for. Here's another book that's laughably lower. First appearance of Peggy as Captain America, Exiles 2. Yes, 3 is more valuable, but at least this used to be 20, $30. Now they're selling for 10. There's one F left. It looks like a Magneto cover. How about a high grade Dark Hawk 1D for Dark Hawk? A staple of a Mint Hunter Comics claim sale. Here's the link again if you need it. Thanks, Frank. And again, these are sealed COAs. They're actually straight from his website. Pretty cool. Nips gets a D. PC gets a G and H. And Evan, you're over here. You have free shipping, actually, Evan. Nice. All right, we got a gradable first Deadpool solo series on G. I also have first White Fox and Guillotine, $20 key collector high. I do them for 10. First Melinda Zuko, first Bitewing, and first Shelton Lyle. The new Tom Taylor, I guess it's not so new anymore. It's like 4 years old now. Takeover on Nightwing, H. And first Simon Baz, another book that used to be $50 minimum. Crazy, crazy times, guys. Absurdity. Let's see. Mr. Lou. Let's do a Superman 300 mid-grade 30¢. It's the anniversary issue on G. I see a PC gets an H, or Evan, I should say. Fig got an H and the Simon Baz. And Soups, for that matter. Very nice. This next book is a book that I think is actually very underrated in DC's world. Mid-grades of First Mongol and Second Mongol. DC Comics presents 27 and 28. Full run of Along Came a Spider. It's one of the tougher full runs to find of a Venom from the 90s on G. Nesmith, nice bundle. Heatball, nice clean. Oh, old man sounds. Hey, look, another full Blade Runner solo series. Technical first appearance of Eddie Brock. F. Weapons Spidey 18. Hey, here's a big boy. Third appearance of Doc Strange. Second appearance of Baron. First fake Captain America in the Silver Age. And first Victoria BD. That is a mid Strange Tales 114. Gee. Nice. Kerchak. I'm just calling it Kerchak. It's easier. Where did I put your pile? Think about Goblin, Bipolar, Analyst Geek this week, PG. Let's see. Mercy Fools, Brock, Chris, Steven, Snyder. Where is your frickin' pile? Oh, you're down here. Gotcha. Sweet. Thank you. I'm seeing a James Anderson. Thank you, James, for your claim. James, do me a favor. Make sure you fill out this link. Make sure you get that username, so I know how to invoice you. I'm just going to say James Anderson. Not bad. Good book. Couple people jumped on that one. Okay. Many first appearances in the Jeff Johns Justice Society of America. Another possible gradable candidate on H. I got a Strange Adventures. It's a mid 202 12 center. Strange Adventure G. Thanks, Luke. On H. Thanks, Paul. Oops. And Fig. And from Facebook, Nick. Oh, Nick, nothing's on G. All right. Low grade Showcase 42 Origin of Tommy tomorrow. Nice and early there. $10. I got some silver Jimmy Olsen. That's 124. Great condition. Not a key or anything though. Here we got a bondage cover Wonder Woman. It's Justice League of America, giant size, 151 F. Actually, I got a good amount of vintage DC here. Cool. Thanks, Charles. And Paul got it. All right, let's do Superman, issue 232. Krypton lives again in these mighty tales. Giant size. This is a mid-grade at 15. G. More bronze soup. Mid-grade 20 center. 266 F. These are always the books I find in like antique shops that have like $300 on them. Because they just don't know any better. They just think because it's old, it's going to be worth a butt ton of money. Thanks, Nick. Thanks, Fig. All right. Hey, here's a good one. High grade in Mylar, Booster Gold, #1, first appearance of Booster Gold and Skeets. I also have high grade 20-cent Supergirl. It's issue 4, Supergirl 4. Good one, Fig. All right. 1963 Adventure Comics 311. About a 4.5 to a 5. 312, small key, same condition on F. Thanks, Charles. Here is an Aquaman that I forgot to price. Okay, $10, number 16. Relatively low grade. Aquaman 16. Write a quick tenner on there. So all right. Here, this is a high grade, 1965. That's a clean copy, not a key, but 328 Adventure. Good looking book. I can't believe B is still here. I have a little pinch of adventure comics, little stack left. If anyone wants to just say claim rest of adventure, I will give you 2 for free. Thanks, Fig. Fig, I guess I'll start with you. You want to do it? I'll give you a few for free. Let me know. In the meantime, let's see. Give me a second, folks. Claim adventure. Let's give you a bunch of them for free. I'm even going to give you this kind of random showcase one for free. And what else has been on this wall for a second? I actually get this book in kind of frequently. So I'm going to give you that one for free. Cool. Well, thank you, sir. And Fig, I think you just bumped yourself to 30% off. You might have already been there. So good job. Thank you. Clean adventure. Band on the run. All right, we are still able to be Silver Age for quite a bit while. Let's see. All right, I've been wanting to do this for weeks, but the sales have been going sort of slow. But today we seem to be doing. We're back to our normal situation. So I'm doing some 12-cent Adam. 32 mid grade on E. Small key. 33 mid. H. 34, mid. G. 35, mid. F. Thank you, Paul. My favorite thing in the world. Silver Age BC. Some of these are quite nice, actually. 36. H. Clean looking books. If you have 2 and 3, no, unfortunately, I think the earliest one I had was like 14 or something. I did get your message, Laura. I saw your message about the Daredevil too. I got you. Same thing. If you want to claim the rest of Adam, you can do that, and I'll give you a discount. Thanks, Paul. First appearance of Major Mina. That's number 37. E. Some more 12 centers. 38. F. Anyone want to just do a clean sweep and just say claim all Adam? Very underrated series. I got all the 12 centers, a couple keys in there too. Thanks, Paul. Number 40 is like mid to high grade on that one. On E. Another Paul claim. Paul, there's not much left. You want to just swoop them up, my dude? Let me know. All right, what else we got here? I do have, after that, we have some 12-cent Hulk. First appearance of the Glob. Let's do a mid-grade 121 on E. We still have that full run of perfect condition Strange Academy. That is a really, really good price. Let's get that out of here. Thanks, Fig. All right, more Silver Hulk 120 E. It's like mid, maybe mid verging into low. Maybe it's like a 5. $10. Fig again. Fig, I have a small stack of Hulks. Do you want to just kind of the same thing as you did with the adventure? You want to just do another clean sweep? Just let me know. Oh, I had more than that. Weird. B. B is a big one. So I is a perfect condition run every last issue of Strange Academy. B is First Crisis. A bunch of keys in there. It's about a 6.5, maybe 7. Did anyone want to do anything with all the atoms? Here's another atom. Must be a small key. 41E. Full wall. Help me out. Thanks, Nick, from Facebook. We actually sold just copy one, but here is a near mint run of the full series. Dark Horse, Tales of the Jedi, the full thing on E. Again, does anybody want to do the rest of the atoms? I'll give you a couple for free. Thanks, Paul. Tim, removing your pile. Two. First appearance of Rintra, 80 and 81, the final issue in the run. Two near mint full runs. First cameo, full appearance. C and D are gone. Thanks, Fallon Rook. Full run, near mint, one original owner. Sabretooth, his first solo series on C. Next up, we have the Dracula trilogy. It's $65 when I price them out individually. All the Dracula crossover and the Darkhold stuff with the Doctor Strange one. Some Blade keys in there too. Thanks, Big. All right, we got some room. Let's do some 12-cent Doc Strange. It's a reprint of ASM Annual 2, which is the first meeting of Doc Strange and Spidey. Actually, a sharp copy there on C. All right. We are going to go to a timer. So you know, this is sudden death, meaning we cannot have a full wall. We do need to have at least a spot open to keep the party going. So I'm going to ask my phone to start a timer. If we can't get one spot cleared up, the sale ends. I have enough stuff to take us till 5, so we'll see what happens. Again, I will say if anyone wants to take all the atoms, I will do even better and give you a couple for free. Thank you, Paul. I'll put another in its place. 42. All right, here we go. Hey, Siri, start a timer for 1 minute. Band on the Run is going to keep the party going. Band on the Run, make sure you fill out this link. Put your username in there, your address, make sure it's perfect. This is where I will be shipping to you. Band on the Run 333. Don't forget, if you get 9 more claims, you get 10% off. 19 more claims gets you 20% off. 29 more claims gets you 30% off. Nick from Facebook gets an F, and Paul picked up the E bundle. Nothing on C, Fig. All right, I got a little pinch more. Silver Age. Mid to low grade Doc Strange 181s. I have two. 171 mid grade. Nice colors in that. 171. Strange Tales 150 mid to low. First Umar, first Buscema on Marvel, and first title change on F. CNE. Thanks, Big. Let's do a 1952 mid-grade 10-cent war book. Battle Stories, number 2. On E. Bam. Bam on the run. $1945 mid-grade could even benefit from a press. Whiz Comics 10-cent. 1945 Shazam on E. Gorgeous stuff here. Give me a second, folks. Charles. That is a Charles book. Thank you. Sweet. How about a near mint Spawn? Hmm. Gradable copy, first Nova Core, FF205. Very high grade. We started the sale with some 12-cent FF, and we might be ending it with some 12-cent FF. That's a 71 on E, mid to low. $77 mid to low. $185. First Nicholas Scratch and Witches of New Salem. Mid grade, 30 center, 1977. All right, we are going back to timer. Again, I've explained how this works. If we go to a minute and books are still on the wall, we end it early. Hey Siri, start a timer for 1 minute. All right, you got 40 seconds to keep us alive. High grade Scott Lang has been there for an hour. First Crisis has been there for an hour. Full run of Strange Academy, which is priced ridiculously cheaper than anywhere you'll find it, has been there for about an hour. We have two claims. We got an E and a C. Tom Snyder got an E. Let's see, Tom. And our C is gone. All right. Near Mint, first appearance of Omega Red, X-Men 4, bundled with What If 33, which came out the same week and has an Omega Red cameo and is a tie for first Omega Red. On C. First, Mark Bagley on Spidey, first appearance of Speedball, ASM Annual 22, Near Mint. Mr. Hain. Oh, wait, Sam, I'll put you over here. Gizzardo. Iconic Captain Marvel versus Thor. By the way, this is what it was going for. Check out my price. Half. Captain Marvel 57. Captain Marvel 50. First appearance of Dr. Minerva. I actually think I have a couple of these. Hold on. Please hold. No, just the one. Okay. Condition of A, we said it's about a 9.2. Thanks, Mr. Anthony. Chris Anthony, where were you? Chris Anthony. Hey, Chris Anthony, quick question for you. I've had a Chris A with just one book for a while. Is that the same as you? Can you let me know if that is the same as you? That's been there for some time. That is Adam, issue 36. That's one of the cleaner ones. Those are the ones in the sevens. So the stuff that was like in the 7 and 8 territory, I popped 15. If it was only like around a 6, I kept it at like 10. Here's a key, actually. First, Gentleman Ghost. 12 center, number 43. That was the biggest Adam of them all. Thank you, John. First appearance of Cheetah, small little Captain Marvel key, $5. It's issue 48 on H. Yes, add it. Awesome. Yeah, YouTube recently changed everyone's username and made everything a lot more difficult for me. Yay. Really fun. All right, we're going back to a timer. Let's get some of this wall cleared up. I have so much stuff to show you guys. I want to get there. I really do. I have an entire long box of Thor. I actually have a lot of Tomb of Dracula. I've got Warlock. I've got bundles. I've got all kinds of fun stuff. Charles, thank you. Fig, Cheetah, you got it. First appearance of Supreme Moore, another smaller time Captain Marvel villain. 46 on H. It's big. Fig, you got about 3 inches to fill your box. Throw the James Anderson claim on my pile. Why, are you guys the same person, Band on the Run? I just need confirmation. I need some confirmation there. All right, thanks, Fig. First appearance of Elysius in cameo of Mark Jewelers on C. Fig, I got a couple more Captain Marvel. Here's the first full appearance of Elysius. Not a Mark Jewelers, but still very, very cool. All right, you got all the Captain Marvels, Mr. Fig. Okay. All righty. Next, we have a possible 9698. First and last. So that's issue 1 and 60 of the Great Burn Sensational She-Hulk run. Yeah, I don't know. It's been very confusing. Let's do some first Lobo. That's the full mini series, his first solo series. Thank you. That one's going to Laura Leet. Crazy Check or Kerchek or whatever. What was your old username? Let's see what else I can find. First appearance of Francis Clum, Mysterio, 1 through 3 of Kevin Smith's Black Cat. Oop, Fig, there was a straggling Captain Marvel. There you go. All right. Next. You know what I'm going to show you guys? Do you remember? I always forget to bring these out. Thank you, Snow. But I made these bundle packs, and they were pretty popular, and then I pretty much forgot about them. These are a bunch of books that I have for sale. These are my own prices. These are keys, bundles of keys that are at least $30 that I'm doing for 20. This particular was $38 of my priced keys. Like things like this, like little keys that you run into for 20. Another one here. This one was $34 of my own priced books. I bumped it down to 20. Let's go ahead and I'll have them on C and H. So you can say claim C or H. You could say claim bundle, whatever you want to do. I've got a bunch of them. Nesmith, you actually got one at was 41, so you have a full double up. Over 50% off on that one. And that's even before any discount you get. So it's just, you can rake it in. All right, Kids Snow, I think that's a new one. Kids Now 55. Kids Now 55. Make sure you fill out the link. This is how I'm going to invoice you after the show, okay? Boom. Feel free to get a couple. I have about 10 of them. And then Ivan got one. And do we have another one? Hard Nips gets one, so does Paul. Paul. Got a few more. Nesmith gets a bundle. And Fig. Fig, you wanted me to let you know when your pile was full. You are about full, my friend. I think you could fit like a few more things in there. There's the link again. All right, let me get some more stuff. I really want to get to Tomb of Dracula, but we have been stuck on this wall. Can we have a savior do a wall claim or a row claim? Get some free books. The more you spend, the bigger free stuff you're going to get. I would kill to get a full wall right now. What can we do? What can we do? All right, I'm going to put another book up and then we have to go back to a timer. I don't want to do it, but here we go. Mid to high grade, 25-cent Tomb of Dracula. This is issue 24 on E. Maybe even just high grade. Nesmith. No, unfortunately, that sold on eBay before I could pop that in your pile. Fig on E. Thanks, Fig. Like I said, Fig, you can fit a couple. All right, Blade becomes immune. High grade 19 on E. Nesmith immediately with it. Nice. High grade 17. Okay. We'll just keep going one by one. Thanks. PG gave us a spot back. Thanks, PG. PG, we'll just keep building a pile. I'll let you know when you've filled a short box. You're over halfway there. The J.C. Penney very rare reprint in an actual gradable condition of the first Hannibal King on G, and I have a high grade first Hannibal King, the real one from the 70s on E. Can I get a hell yeah? I'm going to give you guys a free space back. If you still want these bundles, they're going to be on C. Just remember. She is gone. I'll give you another bundle option. Let's see. 90s gimmick bundles, and I recently beefed these up. I used to throw 5 books in here. Now it's guaranteed 6. I've started even doing 7. So they're better than they ever have been. There's 25, 30, and $35 of value in these 90s gimmick bundles, but we're always going to have them at 20. You can say claim 90s. You can say claim bundle. I will know what you're talking about. Nesmith's taking another bundle on C. Actually, Nesmith, I'm just going to grab this exact bundle right here to give you guys another spot on the wall for free. Mr. Joe is going to get a 90s bundle. Thanks, Joe. I have about 8 of those this week. Quite a few of them. Relatively low grade FF Annual 5 First Psycho Man. First appearance of the New Warriors, including Night Watch. I'm actually forgetting his name. Weird. Paul Rader. There are only 2 Bronze Age bundles. Let me know if you want one. I'll just put it in front of your pile. Let me know if you don't want it, I guess. All right, Emmett Hard Nips gets a G. Emmett gets a 90s bundle. Emmett. Hold on. Gotta move you. Emmett. Let's see. I will take it. Paul Rader. Oh, right. What are we talking about here? Bowers. I know you like those bundles. Kids Now gets one. Kids Now. Oh, there you go. Yeah, I got a few of those left. Who's playing? This is how removed I am. I genuinely don't know. The entire Darkhold trilogy, 186 through 188, all high grade on G. And go. Bronze Age bundle to Bowers. All right, Bowers, where are you? Sweet. Bowers, we still have another options. I know you're a bundle guy. We do have more 90s bundles, and we do have more of the, I guess, value packs. I haven't come up with a fun term for it yet, but we got all kinds of stuff. I say that because one more bundle will like perfectly fill your pile. Just saying. Waiting for the Thors. Okay. Here's the problem, Bowers. We got a full wall. Tell you what, guys, we have someone who wants the Thor. So I'm going to start a timer. The next stuff we put up will be the Thors. Hey Siri, start a timer for 1 minute. But we got to get some spots cleared to do it. Paul. All right, there we go. We have one spot open up. I can get a Thor bundle up there. McLaughlin did one too. Tales of Asgard from the 60s, bundled with Tales of Asgard from the 80s on C. McLaughlin gets an H. I'm just going to give you that one right there. Thank you, sir. Mr. Wade, that is First Phantasma and Supreme Soviets. Also, it's priced lower than the Key Collector High for directs, and this is a newsie. So that is a really good deal. It has been there for a while. Bowers, nice choice. All right, Thor continued. Let's do some big boys. Thor Annual 3, which is the first Thor annual. Remember, before that, it was Journey into Mystery. 3 through 13. Lots of keys in there. There you go. Gorgeous looking books at a great price at $150. All right, another big value pack. 4 high grades of 200 through 210. H. There we go. Sure. Nesmith, you have a little overspill, so you're going to get the one box sent to you, unless I can find a magazine box. I'm not able to do that. We'll see. All right. Let's see. Thor continued. 211 through 220. High grade. Again, that's less than $10 a book for high grade bronze Thor with some keys intermittent. Bowers is going to get an A. Nesmith takes a G. $221 through $230. This is a particular one because if you know those issues, that includes the first Firelord and the whole Wolverine advertisement issue. So 221 through 220 or 230, excuse me. E is a high grade Tomb of Dracula 25. That's first Hannibal King. Here's a 231 through 240. That's actually a key on the back right there. Retro is going to go for the C, Mr. Legati. I just said Legati, local. Bowers. Maybe we're getting you in a long box or a short box, Bowers. We'll see. They're getting cheaper. Look, 241 through 250. 40. Always like this hella cover. 251 through 260. 30. 261 through 270. 30. G and J. Oh yeah, we're definitely getting you in a short box, Bowers. Okay. $271 through $280. Couple keys in there. 281 through 290. This is how you do it in one shot. Charles gets a 4 bundle. 291 through 300. Nice key on 300 for Jade Emperor. It's just packs of 10. Flowers. Oh. 301 through 310. 25. Can we get some more spots cleared up? I would love to have a little more room here to work with. Nesmith. That's a nice cheap one. 25. Easy. 311 through 320. We are coming up on some big ones. Let's see if we can get there. Hey Siri, start a timer for 1 minute. All right, you guys have 30 seconds to keep us alive. 30 seconds to keep us alive here. There's Silver Age. There's incredible deals. There's amazing bundles on this wall. Let's see what we can do. 10 seconds left. Are we going to get there? I'll extend it an extra 10 seconds for you guys. Let's see. I'll give you 10 more seconds. Otherwise, we are ending it. That will do it. Everybody, enjoy your football. I will see you at the Nesmith. Thank you. Let's not tease you guys. Let's do a big one. 331 through 340. Obviously, the most important one. You got your Beta Ray Bill on J, but it's all 10 issues. Hey Siri, start a timer for 1 minute. I am invoicing tonight. condition on B is about a 7. Very respectable for a book like that. All right, folks, that'll do it. Love you all. Here's the link. Everybody have a great one. Charles, we have a deal. He's just beating the timer buzzers. You guys, our guys are doing it. It works. Thank you. We're still going then. I'll do another fun one. 341 through 350. Another set of 10. Another one with a few fun small keys in there too. We're coming up on the big Thor frog run too. We'll see if we can get there. Hey Siri, start a timer for 1 minute. No joke though. If we don't get it within the timer, we are calling it. Condition on F. F is about a 5. $30. First Buscema, first Umar, first title change to include Doc Strange. Mr. Raider. Oh, that particular bundle was there for a second. This should be easy. $2 a book, 351 through 360. A brief little stint with, I think, no keys in that whole little section. I has been here pretty much since the sale started. I don't know why. Lots of keys. Sometimes you guys need to see this to jump for it, but they are all gradable. Even in Mylar. Even some dupes in there. Nesmith got F. All right, we suddenly saw a little bit of movement there. Fig's going to take a D. Fig, your long box is now like tight. Tight, dude. I don't think you can fit more. Half gets an I. Hey, we did it, guys. Round of applause. We sold the full run of Strange. Sweet. All right, and then this is the other one that I think is the most fun. This is all the Thor frog keys, 361 through 370. Boom. And if you know the high values on those books, that is actually a really good deal. And then here's the final one. This is actually more than 10 books. 371, First Justice Peace, up through 384, not 380. His run ended at 384, so I threw the final issues in there. 384 happens to be a key, actually. That'll be on I-60, and that is the entire long box of Thor. To be honest, I thought that was going to be the slow mover of the night, and that seems to be the one that kind of flew out of here. So, it shows what I know. H is 200 through 210. By the way, I still have the stack of Adams here. I said that if you got the rest of the Adams, I'd give you a couple for free. We're still here. We're still holding on, so that still counts. If you want, I can break out some of the Avengers stacks, like 151 through 160. Some nice keys in there on D, and 171 through 180 on F. I've been making bundles like a madman. Drink my water real quick. Anybody want to say claim the rest of the Thor? I'll give you one of the bundles for free. Anybody want to do it? Charles takes a nice Avengers roundup there. We took a long time to sell 181, and I'm putting it back up again. 181 through 190. Another set of 10. Claim Adam, that's my boy. To Laura Leet. There you go. All right, rock on. Laura Leet, you're perfectly in shape to get invoiced right now. You have 2 full long boxes. I have 1 box back there that is perfect, that can fit 2 short boxes, excuse me, perfectly. So you're good. Anything, if you claim more, will probably get started for a new pile. Just saying. Anybody want to claim up the rest of the Thor? I will give you a bundle for free. How about this? Claim the rest of the Thor. I'll give you G, which is a $50 bundle for free. Because at first I thought I would just give you the 35, maybe the 40, but I'll give you a $50 bundle for free. Yes, that is 1 claim. They are already significantly discounted. Anybody enticed? I'll start a timer. Hey, Siri, start a timer for 1 minute. All right, truly 1 minute left. We have an offer. If you claim the rest of my Thor, I will give you G for free. $30 seconds left. With 1 second to go, Paul just scooped up an F. Hell yeah, saved by the bell. Paul, I'm actually going to switch you over into a long box, I think. I would love a Thanksgiving Miracle Man. I might even be extra generous if that were to happen. Here's another Avengers bundle. This one's pretty cheap. 231 to 240. Another round of 10. Charles, your local pickup anyway. I'm sure I can take care of you, especially if you bring some cashish. All right, restarting timer. What is E? E is a very high grade. You are solidly in the 9s. First Hannibal King, Tomb of Dracula, 25. Now, I actually restarted a 90-second timer, so I gave you guys a little extra time here. I think what we'll do is If someone gets the rest of the Thor, I will give you this bundle for free and an unrelated but $30 Avengers bundle on me. Thank you, John. John, you want to be invoiced or do you want to keep holding? Let me know. We do have a claim on F in the meantime, but I really want to try to move all the Thor. Anybody want to go for it? You got about 20 seconds. We do at least have a claim on F, so that keeps us alive. You mentioned that, Mr. Nesmith. I got you. Claim Thor Fig, that will have to be in a separate box. Your long box is already packed tight, but I got you. Let me go find another box, and we'll get you going. So, free. And an Avengers bundle for free. Thor. Come here, Thor. Thor. Is this all Thor? Almost. Avengers. Thor. Thor. Urgh. Let me find a short over here. Okay. Hey, Polly. Look at that. John, you already filled a long box? Look at this. You just started a short box and you're already almost full. Still trucking. We're still here. We're still here. This was the final Avengers bundle, $241 to $250, $2 a book. Second appearance, first cover appearance of Nebula, $8. They are perfect. $262, $63, and $64. I bundled them together because they happen to all be keys next to each other. $2, $67, $68, and $69. Again, these are all these Kang things. It's like something ridiculous. Like it comes to $100. These are 9698 candidates, and I'm doing them for 40. I don't care. I have too many of those. Bye-bye. Thank you, Paul. I can't believe we're still going. Wow. I really did not think that was happening. This is a book we had earlier. Here's another near mint for Star Fox 232. It's called A Second Wind. Perfect condition, 273. Anniversary border, first Dark Force Dimension, 275. And a weird Sugar Baby Charleston Chew, Avengers Special #1. A book I've never seen before, and this one's in my lot. Uncle Lou got B and H. Mr. Snyder went B. Jedi went G. First appearance of Executioner, signed by Al Milgram with COA. X Factor 92. Perfect condition, too. Gorgeous. Looks like I did have some vintage ASM. Mid-grade, second appearance of Morbius. Fun fact, they misspelled his name on the cover. $245 high grade Newsy. We sold a near mint. This one's not near mint. This is like a very fine $289. Band on the Run. Near mint, Batman 442. First appearance of Moonstone 169 high grade cap. Forgot I had some of these. Alf. We're still down. First appearance of Illuminati, near mint minus, New Avengers 7H. Revocation. Been a bit. How you doing? Revocation 3X. Rev, are you a Cali guy? Let me know. Yo, yo. All right, let's do... some FF bundle, 201 to 210. I have the full run of that as well on J. No absolute Batman. Thanks, Joe. $151 through $160 FF. All right, let's see what's going on. Paul's going EF. Sweet. Paul, I got a couple more of those bundles. 191 through 200, just $30. All high grade, of course. 181 through 190 includes first Nicholas Scratch. Nesmith gets an A. $171 through $180. A. Hit that like button if you can. Goes a long way. Thanks, John. All right, we cleared up all the cheapies. Let's see. Here, I'll skip a bit ahead. 291 to 300. That's just $2 a book. Couple small keys in there, including 291 right there. Thanks, Paul. I'll go backwards. We'll do all the cheap ones. 281 through 290. Hit that like button. Hey Siri, start it. Never mind. Thank you, Joe. I'll go in reverse. Bunch of keys in this one. 271 through 280. FF. Mr. Raider. Looks like NG. That's Paul. Paul, I wonder if I'm going to have a hard time even stuffing you into a long box. We're doing good, man. 261 through 270. 251 through 260. Great way to do this if you're trying to complete some runs. All right, new timer has been started. Any 120. Oh man, you missed the beginning of the show. We did a whole batch of silver FF. Whole big batch of it. You might be interested in the revocation. I have annual 3, 4, and 5, not 6, not 7, 9 through 18. Kind of a weird bundle, but that's definitely your Silver Age right there, if you're interested. Paul's going to do F and I. That clears our timer. Couple big ones in this one. FF 241 through 250. 124 through 130. And I'm restarting that timer. Unfortunately, I think that's all the cheap ones. Well, there's still E. I think E is the Okay, I'm on really crap. I think I'm on like my hotspot. I truly don't know what just happened to the Wi-Fi. We had like a gust of wind, and I lost my Wi-Fi. Okay, I think we pretty much. Oh, I missed a claim. Thanks, Tom. I think honestly, guys, I think that'll do it. I kind of thought maybe we would stop around this time anyway, so that's okay. I think we should end it. I will see you guys at the next one, and make sure you fill out the link. It is going to take me quite a while because there were a lot of bundles today. I mean, shipping is going to be very time consuming. So great show, guys. I know it's football season, but we made it happen. So love you all.